Hi Scorpio, what's up? This is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. Welcome. Okay, so Scorpio, it seems like this card wants to come out. I'm going to keep it right there. So Scorpio, we are doing a reading for you for the 25th of February to the 5th of March 2023. If I sound a certain way with my voice, it's because I'm still getting over an illness. I'll be okay. But yeah, just letting you know that if my voice sounds a certain way sometimes, that's the reason why. Okay, so also, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and I will be including the extended reading in this reading. And if you want to further support the channel, please feel free to become a YouTube Extended Patreon member, which is at my patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Also, Scorpio, I am now offering personal readings, so you can see the understanding of that also in the description box below. Okay. So we're going to be doing a reading about what's on your mind between the 25th of February to the 5th, to the 5th of March 2023. So over here is going to be what's on your mind, and over here is going to be the advice from Spirit, okay? And of course the angel messages right here as it relates to the whole energies. For some reason, Spirit is saying take this card up first, and this card is going to be in the what's on your mind category. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Okay, wow. Scorpio, the Emperor. So I'm sensing a lot of you are, you know what? This really reminds me of a Scorpio, a friend of mine who's a Scorpio I learned something about today. It was very good news towards their life and change. And this is coming through as the Emperor for you, Scorpio, which makes perfect sense. So a lot of you, it would seem, is getting good news and good transitions, good developments happening in your life. You're getting a lot of good momentum in many ways that will facilitate a grander design of your hopes and dreams. It will bring in and facilitate the structures for growth in abundance and a surety, a lot of security. This is a stage where, what's on your mind is that this coming in is really giving you the options of life in a more fulfilling way that you have, that like you, most of you have dreamed, and some of you have yet to dream it, because some of you, just a small amount of you, Scorpio, you had a particular dream, but what's coming in is just bigger. I'll say it like that. It's a bigger dream, and a small amount of you didn't even think that it would happen for you in the way that it is, and it just caught you off guard. And now you have to complement it by expanding your mindset, expanding the potential of yourself and what can be in your life, the new structures. Okay, the Emperor is coming in. Really, in this sense, he's the organizer of all the physical attributes and the coordination and the delegation and the cooperation of the physical manifestations of every system playing perfectly well in your world, orchestrating the type of universe that's ideal for like his happiness as well as those who are important, and of course keeping a level of, I sense, a peace in the world at large. So some of you, another small group of you, may be involved on a very grand scale in your life, whereby you do influence the world in certain respects. Okay, but generally speaking, for the majority of Scorpios, this is a huge shift and change of potential for you that is kind of solidifying, and you're just figuring out what are all the ins and outs that you have to do to do well in it. You're trying to figure out how to do well in the goodness that's developing for you. So I'm going to put this, So we're saying put this in the middle of the what's on your mind. It seems to be a connected energy of what's on your mind. So let's see what else is on your mind. Yeah, look at that. Again, we are going through this whole planning and negotiating and talking and structured phase. What's on your mind is okay, so this grand design, this opportunity is revealing itself for some of you. It has revealed itself for some of you. So some of you, it's already manifested. It's just dynamics that have to be done throughout it to solidify the foundations of it and the planning phases of moving forward with it. Okay? That could be, for some of you, it could be moving. I could sense for some of you, definitely moving is definitely in the cards. Some of you, it's a higher platform, whether that's in your current career path where you may get a promotion or something like that. And I'm sensing a small group of you really do have a strong physical influence with the world itself. I sense there's some of you, perhaps you are diplomats. Perhaps there's some cooperations that are going in your favor and the countries you may represent. And you're excited about it, but you're still keeping a level head about it so that you can negotiate and speak towards various things that need to be spoken to. And it's a lot of, it's a lot of communication, a lot of like handshaking, as it were, and movement. So some of you, you travel for work as well. And I'm sensing internally you are slowing yourself down, like the sheep down here. You're slowing yourself down purposefully so that you don't rush the process. You don't want to rush the process. You're very excited, but you want to take everything practically. And you're really trying to figure out how best to navigate that for the best success. You don't want to have success. You don't want quantity over quality. And that's really general for all of the Scorpios that's coming here. But definitely for that handful of, I sense perhaps, diplomats of some sort or diplomatic of some sort. You don't have to be diplomat, but I sense for a handful of you, Scorpio, you do have a significant voice in the world, or significant physical abilities to implement a change or structure in the world. And again, generally speaking, for all of you, for all of you, Scorpio, you really don't want to misstep. That's really what's on your mind. You're figuring out how to navigate this great opportunity that's entering your life, so that you do have, so that how would I put this? It's just that when you're developing this, I sense for a majority of you, you're it's almost like you're separating yourself. And which is very unique because it's a lot of sometimes they think that's an Aquarius thing, but apparently in this time, Scorpio, I sense that you are separating yourself in the process because it's so important for you. It's so important that you get everything in an amicable way, that you fully separate your emotions and your logic, and you're just thinking critically and logically at this time. You're very excited, but you're putting those emotional structures over here so that they do not interfere with the practical aspects that you believe at this time requires your utmost attention. So that's what's really on your mind. You handle things how you wish to handle it. The grandness of what's happening in your life is so extreme that you just, want the best. You don't want any failings at all. You don't want to miss anything at all. So yeah, I think that's great. Sometimes we have to take those type of stances. Let's see what else is on your mind, Scorpio. Yeah, look at that. The Page of Pentacles. To you, Scorpio, this is a brand new start towards untold abundance, towards untold connections. your entire wardrobe, health, the way you present yourself, the way you represent a company, others, family, projects, whatever the case, a sports team, whatever it is, countries, whatever it is you represent. It is so, it is so, how would I put this? You take greater care now since this news has come in. You take greater care with when you wake up and step out of the house. I'll say it like that. Because until things get even further solidified, you are going to further build up a new process of being, a new way of interacting that complements the next stages and the next levels of who you've always intended yourself to be, where you've always wanted to go. So right now, in your mind, in this, what I'm sensing with the Page of Pentacles, you are siphoning through your old self and acknowledging or approving the new stages of yourself coming in. So it's like you're cleaning house internally as well. Okay, which is interesting because this is more so a physical card, but I'm sensing a lot of almost like you're turning your emotions into a physical dynamic, or you're turning your thoughts into a physical dynamic internally, and you're restructuring things accordingly to what you believe is best, so that it then manifests in your waking moments. And you're also planning to practice this. Interesting, because some of you aren't necessarily used to this new paradigm and new way of being and new encounters, okay? But you're just really happy about it, and you just want to be the best in it. Very focused. Just a lot of thought goes into it. So let's see what the clarification is for the Eight of Wands. Yeah, look at that. The Ace of Cups. So that is what's coming through. It's interesting because the universe has showered you with this blessing, showered you with this opportunity. You've wanted this fulfillment for so long. But what I was getting is that you're keeping your emotions in this cup for right now. It's like you appreciate the universe and everything, and the universe is like almost ebbing the strength towards you to keep moving with that fire that you have in you, basically. But the water element of it, you're keeping it in the cup while you focus on more of the fiery actions of logic, in this particular sense of action and physically getting things together and communicating and all this kind of stuff with the Eight of Wands. So this is clarifying that the separation. You're definitely holding your emotions in this spiritual cup. It's a very large, like I can imagine when you, Spirit is saying take a card and I will in a second. I can imagine when you get everything fully situated, because this is a green light, Scorpio. All of this is a green light. Okay, so like I said, some of you are about to embark on this. Some of you have already started. Some of you are a bit deeper into it. Okay, but this is already happening. Okay, and it's the process of solidifying everything, however the case is for you. And I imagine that when everything gets to a certain point, you're going to be overtaken with this Ace of Cups, with such a joyous momentum, like party-ish, just celebratory, just kind of load off your shoulders, like everything's in place. Whew, I can relax now. The tension's gone. You know what I mean? You don't have to think so hard because the move is already done. The paperwork's already signed. Because it's like a lot of you are in the zone of, you have the green light, but then there are things that need to be done to solidify the green light. You know what I mean? And yeah, like I said, Spirit said take a card on this. Yeah, look. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. What did I say? So intuitively, I'm seeing this. You are separating yourselves into two distinct individuals right now. this is coming through with multiple understandings. So on one cup, I sense it's like your emotions, and the other cup, it's your logic. Okay, you're totally separating certain things, and you're also siphoning through from something like the normal, like the past self of yourself, going into this more elevated self, or vice versa, however you picture yourself. And it's just as it's giving you a lot of clarity because you're doing this. You're just being very stark, like a line in between yourself and your actions. This dynamic, it's so abundant and so important that you are not taking any chances. So Scorpio, let's see the clarification for the Page of Pentacles. Look at that. I mean, you know what? You cannot make this up, Scorpio. It's like the cards are literally saying everything I already said. I should just turn them all over and just start speaking. Look, the Fool. This is someone who already he's given himself the green light to move forward. He's trusting the universe will take care of the rest. He's done everything that he needs to. He believes in himself. He has a optimistic view that everything will work out. Okay, he's already started on the journey, stepping on faith. You know what I mean? And like I said, the Page of Pentacles, this is you not only, that internal mechanism of what's happening, but you're stepping further into investing. Like you see, this is the first start to abundance. Okay, Page of Pentacles, then you'll get to the Queen and Pentacles, and then you get to the King of Pentacles and whatever have you, and then ultimately the kings and the queens, all that kind of stuff. The kings become the emperor, or not become, but the emperor is over them. So that's the type of energy that you're vibing in and you're aiming to. And it's like, you know what? You tapped in very fast into the emperor energy for this situation here. And that makes perfect sense because of the whole mental vibe that you have, like siphoning through. It's almost like you reached into the future self of yourself just to get certain energies that you need for this particular stage. Okay? But physically, you're currently in the Page of Pentacles mode as it relates to this situation. And the clarification of the Fool is really saying things are going to work out. Continue to trust yourself in that. New start, new directions. And what you don't see coming, the universe has it handled. Okay? Just focus on yourself. You're doing everything well. This is a very auspicious card of new beginnings, new promising beginnings. Okay? So you are laying that groundwork. So Scorpio, let's see what the further advice of the universe is for you as it relates to what's on your mind. Whoa! Again, the advice is 10 of Pentacles, Scorpio. So this whole thing that's on your mind, the whole process, making sure everything's aligned, making sure, the universe is saying, perfect. Keep doing that because it is going to lead you to this, the 10 of Pentacles. That's the whole point right here with the Page of Pentacles and the Fool, going towards your abundance that withstands the test of time. And initially I said, the Emperor said all of that. It will stand forever. Okay, basically. The 10 of Pentacles is someone who has security, who has peace of mind in their physical world especially, who is able to help others with no problem. It doesn't take anything from them, and it also covers their family and their close people, and like hits for the generations after generation after generation. It is so paramount. It's so abundant. It takes over you. It takes over you and the generations after you. Okay, that's why this is such an extreme planning and understanding that you're taking on here. It's very critical. It's a green light, okay? But you want to get the most out of it. And the universe is saying you are going in the right mindset at this time. I don't sense any overthinking. I don't sense any underthinking. I don't sense nothing. I believe, and I'm cooperating with the universe, and I agree with the universe. You are doing everything well. So keep it up with your plan of action, Scorpio, because it will lead you to this Pentacles, this ten of Pentacles, okay? And this isn't even so much more, the advice is more of an assurity, okay? Let's see the clarification for the Ten of Pentacles, Scorpio. Wow, look at that. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, so what's coming through here is that it is because that you are taking these steps over here that you will also become more keenly aware of those who are for you and who are not for you. You will become keenly aware of things that you have involved yourself in that you need to take yourself out of. You will become keenly aware of protocols and procedures that are going to work against you and that you need to change or switch up or negotiate about. Okay? Because you are planning for the long run, like the generational long run. Okay? And it's through those strategic plans, that very strong logical thinking, that you will further solidify the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So that is a wonderful clarification. Let's see the further advice for you, Scorpio. Look at that, the World. Again, it I guess the top row here is coming across more like an assurity, a little bit of advice, but more of an assurity. And down here, it sends like more of the advice as it relates to the assurity, because the assurity is just going to let you know that what you're over here, it's like not like the assurity doesn't need to be giving advice to something you're already doing anyway. Okay, but you are assured, and again, I'm coming through with some diplomats. Are some diplomats watching this, or some people who are involved in some critical things with some countries, perhaps? It seems that way. I'm feeling just a strong vibe. And we can even see from the World, this is a strong card. This is international in such a grand way. The World is showing, again, you've come to a full circle and you're going into the next stages of your existence. I sense for some of you, wow, that is interesting. I think this might be one of the first times I've ever gotten a message like this that just came through. Thank you, Spirit. I sense it's even part of some of you may be related to the Akashic Records, I think, whereby there's divine downloads happening for this new stage in your life right now. And some of you have signed, it sounds like you signed certain contracts in order to now move forward with certain procedures that will affect the world at large. You're getting some amazing inspiration that will really help you along the way. So be open to your intuitive mind is what's coming through. But yeah, for the majority of, and including the small amount of diplomats as well, you have absorbed and matured, and overcome what was needed in your most previous chapter. Now it is time for an evolution, is what I'm sensing. Your entire, and which makes perfect sense of what's happening here. Your entirety of all that. Of all that the word means, entirety is shifting. Your mindset, your energy, your vibe, everything is shifting to a higher elevation, and you've accomplished everything that you needed. There's nothing else in that past sense of being for you to learn. You've mastered it. You've come to what was needed for you, and now you're moving into a new stage in which to enact that and to learn more, okay, at an elevated place. A lot of you, handful of you, I'm sensing, okay, to make that clear, a handful of you are traveling, relocating, yes. And a few of you, or a lot of you to a certain extent, travel for your work, okay? But the vast majority of the general, in a certain respect, I'm sensing like, wow, I saw some numbers, 70-something%. 77% of you, Scorpio, you are advancing in your profession or in your family or in your, whatever the case may be for you. You're advancing laterally, a different position, or you're advancing in your own business, or you're advancing up in a business, whatever the case may be. But this is a total radical change, and you are ready for this. You are ready. And I sense hardly if any doubt in your mind, Scorpio, that you are ready. You know that you're ready. And oh my gosh, I'm sensing a great pulse now. You are very strong in your conviction that you just said. I sense a lot of you probably just said, yes, I am ready. Minus some expletives. Yes, Scorpio, rest assured the universe agrees with you. You are ready. 10 of Pentacles and the World. Come on, Scorpio. Clarification for the World. Look at that. Going to better places. No more stress in so many ways. The past life has died. The past life is dead. The past life is gone. The Six of Swords. Clarifying the world. Like I said, traveling. A lot of you are traveling. Going to more calmer waters. All these stresses that you used to have, gone and done. Also, the swords also indicates a mental learning and certain other things, intellectual dynamics and everything. You've already mastered those. You're taking them, certain things that you need to know with you, and it's no problem. You're taking what you learned from the situation back there, okay, and you're moving forward to a new dynamic that's more promising, more fulfilling, more engaging, more beneficial to your health and mindset. It will also further edify you as well and give you a lot of vindications of what's coming through. But more time will also be on your hands. Or when I say more time, what's coming through is that it's not necessarily like you will have less time to work. That's not what's coming through with this time dynamic for the majority of you. It means you will have authority, more authority in your life to take a break if you want. Okay, so for example, some of you may just work a whole 2 months and then say, you know what, I need 2 weeks off, and then you come back and work another 2 months, and then you say, you know what, I need another 2 weeks off. It's something like that, you know what I mean? Or some of you is like, you know what, I'm going to take an extended weekend, and have a 4-day weekend or something like that. You will have more flexibility to delegate your life, which alleviates a lot of stress. You're coming to a level of being able to breathe better in your life. Okay, so let's continue on, Scorpio. I'm sensing some disturbances some disturbances around me. I don't live alone, and I have to focus to not have conflicting energies come in my space. So bear with me when I try to tune back in, as one would say. So let's see what the angel message is for you, Scorpio. I sense to take them both at the same time. Yeah, look at that. There is like this. Look at that. It's like bam. Scorpio, 5 of Cups. You have been oh so long waiting for this. It is nothing small. This is not small, Scorpio. I don't sense this being small at all. Again, this is earth-shattering. From the toil and trouble and tribulations that you've gone through, you've been praying and wishing and hoping and working towards these cups. And finally, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. All is right with the world. This is such a dream come true that a lot of you, I sense, is actually very speechless. And what's further coming true is the sense of separation for some of you right here. The logical aspect separate from the emotion, I'm sensing. And I just got that from the 9 of Cups. You're in shock. That's what has caused that. Some of you are actually in shock, but a good shock. And you're just going to continue powering through the motions. That's why I said when things are settled and everything is signed like that, then it's like you'll be overtaken with the Ace of Cups, that whole like a wave of emotion, So some of you are really in shock. It's a really good shock, Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio, this is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you. So what we're going to do now is go into the extended. Like I said, I'm going to include it in this message. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. And I am also, remember, I'm also doing personal readings, and you could find the information for that also in the description box below. Okay, so Scorpio, let's see what's deeper in your mind, what's hidden deeper. Okay, if anything at all, this could be your total focus. Okay, but let's see what's happening deeper for you. Whoa, the moon. So, yes, wow, okay. So what's coming through with this? It's on your mind. It's very similar to what's already on your mind, but a little bit of a depth of it is that what's coming through is because you've decided to separate your logic and your emotional structure, you're getting to understand the machinations of this new paradigm that you're being introduced to, that you're planning to solidify the situations with, the mechanisms of systems whereby you might have been a bit loosely guided, loosely understanding, like the shallow nature of certain things when you were initially introduced, but now you're really understanding the gears and the depths and the springs and the sprockets and all that kind of stuff, what really makes the whole system tick, what you're being saturated with, and you're allowing a bit of your intuition to assist you into focusing, into assisting you, as in what should you focus on right now in the mechanism, okay? And what should come next, and then what should come after that, okay? It's so in depth with your intuitive nature, with your logical mind cooperating. You're trying to figure more in depth of what this whole process is about. And I sense that for some of you, you actually have, and I sense this is probably because of some of you are in shock, but generally speaking, there's a lot of noise around you as well. But you're not letting that get to you. You're not oh, that makes perfect sense. Look, there's a lot of eight of wands, because it's over that. Okay, so what's happening is the noise of those people who are trying to press your buttons in terms of, or try to get your attention, or it's very silent to you. You don't even hear them. Sometimes you are so focused right now that people could be talking to you. If they do not fall into the current focus that you're on, you don't hear them. You literally don't hear them, which is fine. You won't, you may not be picking up certain calls, you may not be answering certain knocks at the door right now, whatever, because you're just super focused, because you need to understand. You're trying to understand this mechanism, because like I said, you want quality. You don't want to miss a step. Okay? And you're allowing your intuition to assist you in guiding you on what next, so you can take full advantage of this. The moon, wow. Clarification for the moon. Yeah, look at that. The 6 of Cups. So what I'm sensing is no time for play. Again, with the whole emotional structures here, with the cups right here and the cups right here, separating your logic and everything like that. If you can see that, okay. Let me just pick it up so I show you. It's right over more cups again. Okay, you've separated your emotions. Ace of Cups, you have to hold on for a second. You're separating your logic and your emotions right there and all that kind of stuff. And right here, the 6 of Cups, it's like a nostalgic in certain respects, relaxation, going to a zone of sorts, a childlike wonder, whatever. It's like, no. Scorpio doesn't have time for that right now. No. There's no time for play right now. That's what's clarifying the moon. It's like, and it makes perfect sense, Scorpio, because again, we were instructed, remember, with cooperation with spirit, that the emperor right here is the connecting energy of all this, and this is very strong physical formation of systems. Okay, it takes a very keen mind. It's very focused. Okay, Scorpio, that makes perfect sense. So let's see what else is deeper on your mind at this time. Ooh, yes, the Strength, and it's over the Page of Pentacles. Remember what I said? You're refining what's in your mind, like separating your old and introducing what works for the new and stuff like that. The strength. This is what's deeper on your mind. That some of you, a good handful of you, generally speaking, Scorpio, when it comes to this cleaning out and transforming, you are taking a lot of strength because there's a lot of things that you like. There's a lot of things that you enjoyed doing. But as your vibration is getting higher, you're also noticing certain things that, you know what, that was never important in the first place. Or, you know what, I can live without that. Or, you know what, these individuals of people are not beneficial to me anymore. And it's not like you don't, have empathy or camaraderie or something like that. But you have to sometimes make the hard decision, Scorpio. Like, you know what? I am going to this place and I love you. I cherish you. I respect you, whatever the case may be. But I can't be around this situation anymore. I can't be going out to, like, for example, to the bar scene or the club scene like that anymore. I can't, maybe stay in, the video arcade or something like that the whole weekend anymore. I can't go out maybe on a Tuesday night and expect to get up for work on Wednesday anymore. It's nothing against per se some people. It's just that you have to make those hard decisions that some people, Scorpio, are not gonna really fully understand. Some may, but some may not, because their vibration is a little bit different at this time. Everybody's on their own path. And it's like you're finding the strength how to explain this. not only how to explain it in your life, which for you, I think it's a bit more of a struggle. But I sense that majority of you, if not, you're going to do it anyway. But I think it'll be a little bit easier for you to make these distinctions with people in your life, is what's coming across in a certain respect. Because I think in certain respects that people, to a certain extent, understand you. Those who really, who you really even take the time to go and explain this to it in the first place. Okay, there's a closeness there, so it's an understanding there. So that's where you're thinking about using your strength, how to figure out all those particular changes and dynamics. Let's see the clarification for the strength card. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. 2 of Cups. Remember, pick, choose, and refuse. What are you going to keep? What are you not going to keep? What's profiting you something? What's taking away your profit? What's valuing you? What's undervaluing you? What is beneficial to your life? What is not beneficial to you? You're taking in all the stocks. It's like you are not wasting any time. Scorpio, 2 of Pentacles. You are really assessing this. This is this is really clarifying the strength card of what that energy was coming through. It's like you need to weigh the pros and cons of these next steps. So wow, that is like Scorpio. You are focused. This is some type of focus, Scorpio. Okay, so let's continue the advanced depth of advice from the universe. Okay, so here we go again. On the top row, it seems like this is not going to be advice, it'll be more admonishment to you. And maybe down here on the clarification is going to be more the advice as it relates to the admonishment, as it relates to what you're currently doing. And what you're currently doing doesn't necessarily require too much advice, because you're actually doing what you're supposed to do right now. You're so in tune with your particular energy right now. So the 5 of Swords over the 10 of Pentacles. Victory. Battles won. Okay? And more battles that are going to come, but you will be victorious. You've learned a lot, and you will be learning even more as these swords are indicating, Scorpio. Okay? You're going to be standing in your prime. The prime energy that is needed. Okay? You are moving forward into a level of success. Success after success after success. You've had these battles. They've been hard fought. Okay? In some cases, I sense some of you have been down here, and you had to get back up. That's for some of you, okay? Well, practically it's probably all of us in some sense or fashion, you know what I mean? But some of you have really hit the rock and the bottom, okay? But you've climbed up. Congratulations, good for you. Keep going. You can do it, okay? But yeah, prominent success. These battles you will win because you will get this 10 of Pentacles. It's rest assured for you. Okay, Scorpio? Keep doing what you're doing. You are headed towards further victories. Clarification for the 5 of Swords. Look at that. The 4 of Swords. Okay, so now we have the advice. The advice is, after every battle, Scorpio, I know it may sound cliche, and in some cases, some people would say, well, we can't do that every single time. You know, sometimes you have to go battle after battle after battle and win after win after win. Yes. However, the advice is you need to make distinctive structured time for rest after every battle and rational, practical rest. What's coming through is the previous thing I said, where some of you may work 2 months, rest 2 weeks, work another 2 months. Like, the universe is saying some of you, actually small amount of you, can actually do that. But the majority of you, you need to put into your schedule specific rest times. Force yourself to rest so that you can be victorious on the battlefield. Okay? That is literally the only advice that's coming through in this right here. And it's very practical. Anybody could get this advice. Okay? And I totally agree with it. You will be able to take these times off. Okay, Scorpio? But the only thing that would hold you back is yourself. Force yourself to take these rests. Okay? Certain things can wait. You are in a flow of abundance. You're in a flow of success. Small successes, medium successes, large successes, success, success, success. Okay? You're moving in a very positive direction. Okay? You must take rests. You must take rests. I'm trying to say rest with a plural. Okay? You must take it. Spirit saying take a card. Look at that. Page of Cups. Love yourself. Love yourself. This cup is a cup of love. This is you time. Okay? Some of you have families. Some of you have relational aspects. Some of you have, friends and all the kind of stuff, and co-workers, all the kind of good stuff. That's all well and good. But through this, you have to love yourself enough to take a rest. Okay? You're carrying the cup of love. That's your cup of love for you. Love yourself enough to take your rest. You earned it. Okay, Scorpio? So let's continue on and see what the advice is from the universe. Wow. The 8 of Swords. So what's coming through here is on top of the world. Now this is an actual advice, what's coming through. And I sense it may be a little bit more for the diplomats. But definitely what's coming through is also a general aspect as well. So the 8 of Swords. What's happening here is this. In the grand scheme of your new life and new chapter, you cannot take other people's burdens moving forward like that. You have, in your past, you've taken on way more than was fair. Okay, Scorpio, moving forward, Spirit is saying, look at the Page of Cups. Love yourself. Love yourself. Okay? People have their own paths in life. Some people have to fight their own battles, Scorpio. Okay? I know you have such a heart for them. But some people have to fight their own battles. Do not chain yourself to other people's grievances. Okay? You have to become more empathetic. Okay? Reasonably, rationally. Okay? You have enough that's coming through. This is a new stage, and what's coming through, it is going to require all that you are, Scorpio. That's why you cannot take any more than what is needed, than what is fair. Okay? So do your best to make the distinction. Only you can do that in your life, because clearly I'm reading from multiple Scorpios. Okay? Let's see the clarification for the 8 of Swords. Yeah, look at that. The Three of Wands. And again, it's over a movement card getting away. The Six of Swords. The Three of Wands. This is the actionable movement. Your ships are coming in and you're planning the voyage. Okay, Scorpio? You're planning the sails. Okay? You're getting the cargo. Okay? You have everything prepared. You're ready to move forward in this. The ship is just coming in, doing the whole process, docking arrangements, all that kind of good stuff. You see it in the horizon. It's right there. It's not fantasy. You know it's coming. It's already done. Okay? You're just waiting to board. Okay? So the clarification for the Eight of Swords, you only have enough to pack for yourself. Okay, Scorpio, this is for you. I don't see no one else in this picture. Okay, Scorpio, what do we say? The clarification for the Eight of Swords. Don't be taking on other people's burdens. Okay? Along the line of stuff, you want to help people within reason, that's fine. But right now, you need to be focused on yourself. Don't be promising X, Y, and Z to other people right now. You're just trying to lay the groundwork of certain things right now, of this grand opportunity in your life. Okay? Until you lay this groundwork to understand what you are working with, what is obligated for you, and all the kind of good stuff like that there, till you get your system together, you can't be promising whatever to other people. You don't know all the things yet. You're just going through it. Okay, Scorpio? You are wise, and I know you'll make the right decision. Okay, so let's see the angel message as it relates to the deeperness of it. I know that's not a word, but still. Okay, look. Okay, look. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. And did I not say that you are gravitating from the whole process, starting you off in the Page of Pentacles, right? The next stage for you is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? That's going to come, okay? It's coming, okay? A little ways through the whole foundations and everything. When that's solidified, then you'll start manifesting. I sense more of a prominence of the Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is definitely someone of a very strong demeanor. There is a lot of, wow, this is a very transformative energy that's coming through with the Queen. Your actions of thought process and ciphering through and everything will definitely play a huge role in this. You have not seen the evolution you're about to undertake, okay? You're going to be more assured and shrewd in your thought process as it relates to your physical dynamics and decision making. And I sense your heart is going to, it's going to be very selective. I'll put it like that. Your heart is going to be very selective, okay? But you are going to be, I sense there's going to be a reasonable stress on you. But the reasonable stress, you will understand that it is there to make you better, to refine you further, okay? And you welcome that stress. You see the wealth in it. You see the profit in it. You see the prominence in it. And you will further delegate yourself and those around you accordingly. There's a lot of people who are looking up to you. I sense you're going to be strong in the investment category as well. Investment in whatever that means for you. Investment in life, investment in a process, investment in a group, investment in finances, whatever the case may be. But you are going to be revered. And I sense you're still going to be a student. You're going to be like, a boss mentality, but as well as a student at the same time. It's very interesting energy. Spirit told me not to say anymore because I started seeing certain things and I cooperate with Spirit. And there are certain things I cannot say because I don't want to take away your opportunity to learn and evolve. That's natural for you. So let's see, the clarification is the Knight of Cups. Yes, you'll be moving definitely fast in the love affair once you get, and that's basically what I said earlier as well. Once you get this solidification and then you become the Queen of Pentacles, you will be to the stage that you know you're comfortable with the whole process, you know the ins and outs, and you're ready to go and develop and become more, you know what I mean? And when that's happening, you have a bit more time to then entertain a level of your heart. But you're very selective, like I said, with this cup. You'll be very selective with this cup. Okay, that's your heart. Okay, you'll be very selective with who you're spending your time with, what trips you're going to go on, who you're going to even tell where if you're going anywhere or not. You're going to be very selective, but you are going to enjoy life further. You're going to take advantage of that rest opportunity down here with the Four of Swords as it's telling you to rest. So if you said you have to rest, you have to take a break, then you're going to make the most of that break. Okay? This is a very good vibe of work and play is what I'm feeling here. Okay? As like the work part, you don't want to go back to these doldrum parts over here, and then over the Nine of Cups, that excitement with your cup of love for yourself. Okay? You've been always wanted to take these trips and all that. Well, here you go. When you want a more opportunity to relax and become more and do more, whatever, well, here you go. Okay? So, Scorpio, this is an amazing reading. It's very exciting, actually. Yeah, if the reading does resonate with you, I hope you got a lot out of it. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. And if you would like to further support the channel, please become a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. And remember, I am offering personal messages at this time, and the information for that is also in the description box below. I wish you all the best, Scorpio. Bye.